Now it's time for our top story. Believe it or not, ladies, 32 years ago on August 1st, 1981, the crazy idea for a 24-hour music channel made its way for the first time into America's living rooms, proving once and for all that our parents just didn't get it. Soon our generation had a battle cry to unite us all.
I want my MTV. All right.
I want my MTV.
We've got 5 reasons why all of us 90 girls will always want our MTV, and joining me for the countdown is entertainment editor Laura Myers. Laura, are you ready for a little walk down MTV memory lane?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, let's dig into it. All right, number 5, cartoon chaos. MTV ushered in a new age of animation that was catered to the network's signature twisted sense of humor, making slacker heroes of TV's most dim-witted bromance.
We're like clothed?
Yeah.
I'm not a customer. I'm from the health inspector's office. My name is Harry Buttisker.
Butt whisker?
Yeah. Harry Butt Whisker.
You can't hear without immediately being transported back to that time where Beavis and Butthead, they were the kings.
It's true. They were this phenomenon. They were kind of the first idiotic, waste of space sorts of characters, and that series definitely paved the way for the cartoons we have now, like Family Guy and King of the Hill and all of those shows.
Now, the other thing that Beavis and Butthead did for us, they gifted us another amazing series.
They did, Daria. And a lot of people don't know that that was a spin-off, but she was just that classic teen angst character who felt so out of place in her little suburban world.
Yeah, she sort of epitomized the Reality Bites vibe. She was the one sane person in suburbia, and amidst, like, you know, Quinn and the Fashion Club and all that other ridiculousness. And, you know, Aubrey Plaza just did that fake trailer for a possible Daria movie.
Which I really hope happens, because I would definitely see that.
Okay, so moving on to number 4, spring breaking and grinding. We learned from MTV that what happened on spring break didn't stay at spring break. It ended up on television for the entire world to see, and it was glorious.
It really was. You know, that's when we had moments with Pauly Shore wrestling college girls. We saw those bikini contests, and that's when Jerry Springer brought his show to spring break, was just a lot of crazy all at once.
And some great 90s artists did like live performances in front of just like entire bikini-clad crowd. We had LL Cool J and Genuine. It was just full-on debauchery exported to the rest of the world. Put Panama City, Daytona Beach on the map. And I don't think we would have Spring Breakers the movie today if it weren't for MTV.
It's true.
And we can't forget the grind.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Right?
And the workout videos?
Yes, there were workout videos. This was MTV's raunchy answer to American Bandstand and Soul Train. All right, reason number 3, Jenny and Chris singled us out. We're talking about how MTV got game by asking 50 guys and 50 girls to show off theirs to win a date.
We're going to single out. Of course, we have 50 guys and 50 girls, and we're getting rid of 98 people. And at the end, we'll be left with 2, and now the one, Jenny McCarthy.
There she is in all her manhandling glory, making her way through these like contestants that were about to humiliate themselves. I mean, Jenny would like lick people, and now, of course, she's about to be, you know, one of the hosts on The View. Like, look where she's ended up. And Chris Hardwick is like a nerd overlord.
He is. You know, that was basically like a full season of The Bachelor, a full season of Bachelorette, all in 30 minutes, but they made these people do just the craziest things and basically humiliate themselves on TV.
It was fun, it was irreverent, it was ridiculous, and I think all of us are so glad it existed. All right, number 2, MTV can be credited with starting a certain TV craze with an iconic series that taught us all what it meant to get real.
This is the true story.
True story.
Of 7 strangers.
Picked to live in a house.
And have their lives taped.
Oh, Lucy, I'm home.
To find out what happens when people stop being polite.
And start getting real.
So what was really special about The Real World is that it was the dawning of the reality TV era. You know, MTV was at the forefront of that, and we didn't know what we were getting into at the time. You know, in the 90s it was really raw, it wasn't overproduced, people weren't trying out like knowing they were going to be like a certain type of character, and that's what we see now. And I think it's just, it really was kind of, it's like legendary.
It's true. It kicked off so many things that are now part of every reality show. Now we've come to expect the confessionals, which, you know, started on The Real World, and all that hot tub drama that we see on Big Brother and all these other shows. It started there.
And the conversations they were having about really intense, heavy subjects like sexism and racism and religion, those felt authentic and genuine because they were happening in this crazy vacuum space and people were just thrown into it. And the real world is still going strong.
Yeah, now we just saw Portland, so.
I mean, unless they run out of cities, I think we'll continue to have them. All right, now we are down to reason number 1, music video revolution. The foundation of this whole crazy enterprise that was taking the biggest artists off the radio and putting them on television screens.
Right, I still remember the first time I heard Britney Spears' Baby One More Time and saw her music video, went and grabbed my nearest plaid skirt to try it on.
Well, that's the thing, is that these music videos ended up launching fashion trends and careers. Alicia Silverstone in all the Aerosmith videos. And it was kind of like this unforgettable pop moment. I mean, I still remember Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson for Scream. That was like a huge event.
Right, and it sort of became this outlet for artists to become famous. Like, everybody knows the band OK Go is the people who did that treadmill music video. So it just became a different platform for artists to become famous.
Yeah, it was a whole new art form that we're all used to now, but at the time it was a revolution.
Right.
All right, we have to do some honorable mentions. It was hard narrowing this list down just to 5, so here's some special shout outs. I got to talk about the VJs. I mean, I loved that they seemed like you felt like you could be one. I mean, everyone wanted to be a VJ. I mean, Kennedy was so ridiculous.
And we had TRL, which basically created total pandemonium in Times Square.
And of course, Unplugged, that whole series. And we got really amazing musical performances. And I will never forget Kurt Cobain's Cardigan and Nirvana's Unplugged. All right, so MTV may be 32, but it's forever young.
I'm pretty much ready for a Daria marathon, like, right now.
I will join you. We need to make that happen. All right, thanks so much, Laura.